What's going on, everyone? Austin John Please here, and today we have a brand new reveal for a new species of Pokemon called Wiglett for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, there is this fun fake webinar ecological survey that's available on the Pokemon Japanese website that is apparently available in multiple languages, and they have some people here. Some real people that are saying real things, and this is pre-recorded stuff, so you can go and watch this if you'd like to, which for some reason is partially in Japanese, partially in English, and I think somewhat in French. And this is the person who mainly speaks, and their camera's off because of technical issues, and then you can choose to have your face there too. In fact, can I have my face there? Okay, for some reason I can't get my webcam to work. It tries to keep going to my Elgato, and yeah, that's the Elgato screen that says no signal, so that's my webcam. And this is what it sounds like. We're just gonna keep that muted for now. In fact, we're just gonna bypass all of this, and we're just gonna get on to the part of this that reveals a new species of Pokemon, which thankfully Sarah B already decided to upload for us. Great. So this is the part that you come to the ocean, and you see these tiny little white moles in the ground. And they're like, well, it's a Diglett, duh. And then they're like, oh, maybe it's not a Diglett, because it's white and it's longer and it has different behavioral patterns and it eats different things. And yes, it shares some similarity to Diglett, that it has the big round nose and the tiny eyes and that it burrows in the ground, but that's where it begins and it ends. And they go on a series of talking about it being an evolution of Diglett, and it's not. And they talk about it being a regional variant of Diglett, and it's not. A regional variant makes sense in Animals Live because it's one specific animal that now lives in a different area and had to adapt to that area, and they're divergent. As opposed to this, which is called a convergent evolution, which means that there are two different animals completely that happen to live in the same place and evolve to have similar features for similar reasons, but are different animals completely. Great example of that, sharks and dolphins. They have similar looking bodies, they can go through the water at very fast speeds, but they are completely different animals altogether. In fact, one's a mammal and one's not. This Pokemon tends to stick out of the ground a whole bunch, like this. So this is called a Wiglett. Not to be confused with Diglett, or a regional evolution of Diglett. This is Wiglett. It's a completely new species of Pokemon. This Pokemon that lives on the beach or in the sea of Paldea region would be Wiglett. Although they appear to be the Paldean form of Diglett, we've learned that they live and eat differently, as if they are entirely different Pokemon. According to this research, it is said that a coincidence that they have similar bodies, and they both burrow in the ground and the sand. And look, it sticks out longer, so it's a different Pokemon altogether. That's pretty much the only real portion of that whole ecological survey that you need to see. Now, in that ecological survey, if you were to go through the whole interactive experience, which I did this morning, in the olive grove, there is an actual Diglett. So another example of why this is not a regional form, because regular Diglett exists here, and this is not a Diglett. This is a completely different Pokemon called Wiglett, despite its name being ever so similar. Think of different types of insects that look like different insects to trick prey or predators into going after or coming to them. Examples like that. So there you go. That's Wiglett. It's a brand new species of Pokemon. A perfect example of convergent evolution. I'm using that word correctly? Convergent evolution is the independent evolution of similar features in species of different periods or epochs in time. And while I did not take biology to a college level, if I'm not using the term convergent and divergent evolutions properly, please educate me in the comment section down below. But I want to say that Diglett are moles. They are moles, they live in the ground, they burrow from the ground, and Alolan Digletts are Digletts that happen to be moles, but in a more metallic atmosphere, so they're part metal as well. These are not moles. There are some thoughts as to what this animal is. Some people say it's a Pacific razor clam. I think it's much more likely that it's a spotted garden eel. They look like this. You probably see them in aquariums. They're in Animal Crossing. You might be familiar with these already. So there you go. This is not a mole. It's a spotted garden eel or a razor clam. It's a completely different animal altogether that just happens to look like a Diglett a little bit. Convergent evolutions. Maybe we'll get like an official reveal of this Pokemon in like a fun, flashy 30-second trailer, in which I'm not going to cover that because I've already discussed everything about this Pokemon. Yeah, there we go. That's Wiglett. And oh, wait, it's the 28th. Today, September 28th, is the anniversary of the release date of Pokemon Red and Blue being released in the US. Isn't that neat? There you go, we had an ecological survey to celebrate today. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're excited for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, be sure to hit the like button down below. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, turning on notifications to stay tuned for more. Until next time, Austin John out.
Man, they see me shining like I got the charm. Stay strapped, got that jet ball in my palm. Fell from the sky, guess I'm the chosen one. And if you need to know how, check out Austin John. Champion flow, yeah, I got that champion flow.